Jai Guruji, Jai Mahakali. Let's do this reading for the sign of Capricorn. So I'm left with Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces for the monthly reading. And today we'll be covering Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Let's see the energy for the month of June. Capricorn. Right, Capricorn. So I'm seeing that a cycle is approaching to an end, and this is mostly with a situation in your life where you have a difficult time in dealing with. So I'm feeling it's mostly a work situation where you're tired carrying the responsibility of the people in your teams or the other departments. I think you may be the go-to person in your office, and then people may be um, making the good advantage of you, which may not go well with you because you are draining yourself physically, mentally, emotionally in doing that. You are extending, or I would say, you are overextending yourself beyond your physical capacities. And I'm also seeing a situation where there is conflict in your immediate environment. Maybe some of the team members do not have the good interests on their mind, and there may be some conspiracies going around. There could be some arguments in your department or in your teams. That's number one. For the other group, Capricorn, I'm seeing that um, there is a relationship which has become a burden on your shoulders now. So there was a situation when this relationship was all what you wanted, and you really wanted to invest into this. You really wanted to uh, put a formal um, um, outcome to this situation, but then this is not happening because what I'm seeing is there have been quite a few arguments, and I think both of you are exchanging harsh words and heated exchanges. Um, so while this may have started on a rosy bed of picture, but then as of now, it's like you do not want to see yourself eye to eye. You may be in no contact situations with your partner. That's what I'm seeing here. Number 3 and number 5 are very prominent in your readings, so do check that. Maybe your third or fifth house could be very much active astrologically, or the partner that I'm talking about, they may be of um, Gemini or Leo signs, or their third or fifth house may be very active. Now, third house shows the communication, courage, your younger siblings. And since I'm talking about the arguments and exchange of harsh words, then it's very evident that the third house is active. It's either active in your chart or in your partner's chart, which is causing this heated exchange of words and which is not going well. Nevertheless, the situation as of now is that this is coming to an end, like I mentioned. I think this may be going on for good last 20 weeks or last 20 months, maybe 2 years for most of you. But now this is a termination point. Um, with Saturn moving into Pisces, and in your case, is it is your third house. Okay, got it. So we have an answer. So Saturn is transiting in Pisces, which is your third house, and which is why all this chaos is happening. But then Saturn is here to bring the karmic justice, and which is why this cycle is completing. Whenever Saturn moves signs, then one or the other major cycles comes to terminations in our lives. This has to do with your third house in this case. Well, what's the message for you, Capricorn? I'm seeing that you are strongly recommended to join a spiritual program, maybe find a guru, find a course where you could do meditation, pranayam, deep breath work, inhalations and exhalations, light up a diya, do some firework, at least do the havan and fire rituals on new moon, which is the Amavasya, or the full moon, which is the Purnima day. It's going to cause the healing inside you because that healing is needed. Um, and in the morning, if you could find a ground, um, start the bare feet walk. Third, do the lum chanting, which is very much needed in your case because we need to centralize the energies at the Muladhara chakra in your case. And for that, um, nothing beats than chanting the lum mantra, which is the seed mantra for this chakra. So you won't be carrying this responsibility of a relationship or a work in your life any longer, like I mentioned, because this is terminating. This is going to terminate. Now I'll just take if there is any other message for you, because this is for the month of June. Although I'm late for these three signs, I'm very much occupied with my job, and I also do these daily current feelings readings for you. I mean, for all the signs. But once a month, I thought that I'll be doing the zodiac based or the sign based readings once a month, and then the daily current feelings will continue to go on. Okay, let's see if there is a message. Yeah. Okay. So there is movement. Some of you may be traveling for work. Some of you may be flying abroad or maybe to other cities and towns for work. Second, I'm seeing that once you finish this healing, there will be a tremendous increase and raise in your confidence levels and your willpower to move forward. What you would be doing after the healing is that you would completely get away from this situation, a very toxic situation in terms of a relationship or a work, and then you seem to be either, if it's about work, then you seem to be getting an offer of your choice where you will be paid well and you will be traveling for work, that's for sure. But this travel or this movement outside of the current job environment is going to give you a very strong and solid push, and it is going to give you stability, it is going to give you money and security. um, that's the message. Number seven again is going to be very prominent. Maybe seventh day of the week or in 7 weeks you are getting a new offer, or within 7 weeks you are traveling, or 7 equals July also, which is the next month. So you may be traveling next month. Um, and if it's about a relationship, like I mentioned, then you are finally getting away from that relationship. This the chariot is the stamp on the piece of paper. You will leave this situation behind. Yes, at one time you really felt cold. At one time you felt like you were thrown to the wolves all alone to die or maybe to handle that situation, but then you are coming very stronger here. I'm seeing you are taking the leadership position here. So the pain is going to be a thing of the past for you. Remember my words. And a very solid reading. Unfortunately, it's very difficult to do these readings where the pain is unbearable. So I really feel for you, but I'm really glad that you are coming over and you will be coming out very stronger. All right, with this, we will conclude this here. Do like, share, and subscribe, Capricorn. And um, if you want to connect with me personally for a message or maybe a healing, because I do multiple mystical and occult healings, we could do that as well. Until then, stay tuned and stay safe. Jai Guruji, Jai Mahakali.